welcome back to Stella Rose Bella, where I talk about the latest Asian drama, music, and shows. Today, I want to talk about my first impression of 流水迢迢, so let's get into it. So, in this drama, we have Ren Jialun, who plays Wei Zhao, and we have Lilandi, who plays Jiang Ci, and we also have Xu Zheng Xi, who plays Pei Yan. And also we have Gao Han, who plays Cui Liang. So these are the people that is in this drama. So this drama, the opening, the start of the story, how everything starts is very interesting to me. First off, we have Jiang Ci and Wei Zhao and how they meet. And I'm just like really like whoa this whole first like scene in the opening, because first off you have Jiang Ci on the tree and also Wei Zhao also on the tree, and you're like, this is how they meet. And then you see that from this whole scene you see how their characters are, you sort of know like their personalities in some way. So first off you have Jiang Ci, who's just there to see like someone that she heard about. She's like, oh, I just want to see who this person is. So she's like on the tree and see like everything. So Wei Zhao, he feels that Jiang Ci is ruining his plan, so he stabs her and also poisons her. Isn't that exciting for her? Like the first impression that she gets of this person. But you also get that he is sort of like a ruthless person. You ruin my plans, so this is the end. You know too many things. As for Jiang Ci, for her, she figures out, oh, this is what he wants to do. And she sort of like really quickly knows like what this person wants to do, like sort of like read this person's mind in some way. So that was like an interesting interaction with these two characters. Secondly, I think what I like about this drama is how the audience know about the background story for these characters. So first off, you have Jiang Ci, who you don't know who she is really, other than like she's just there to see someone she admires and she just want to see like this outside world and this type of person, but you don't know who she is and everything. And as for Wei Zhao as well. And then you see sort of like it goes back into sort of like days or time in some way and talk about like the background of these two characters and who they are. Because usually in dramas you always see like there's some like characters that will sort of describe who this person is, which you do see in this drama, but I feel like you sort of get to know like the backstory of them, like who Jiang Ci is, why she is here, who her shifu is. So for Wei Zhao, you sort of like know his character, you know that he is the brother of one of the emperor's concubine, and also that you see that he planned this whole thing days ago. So in this drama, there are things that I love about this drama, and there are things that I didn't really like. Before I say that, what I don't like about the drama, I have nothing against the actors, nothing. It's just all like this filming technique and everything, this like setup that they have for their characters. So that's all I have to say. So one part is how Pei Yan comes, like his first scene that we all see him in. He comes and he like flies, he lands. That whole sequence for me, it was a little too long for me personally, and I was like, wow, that's a long like landing. Okay, so that was my thing. And then another thing was when Wei Zhao, when he had to, like, someone threw like a knife at him, and then he grabs it, and you see this like wind blow on him, and his hair is like flying, and there's like this light behind him. I know that's sort of like to show like how strong he is in some way, but at the same time, I'm just like, I don't know, I just didn't like how it was a bit too long for some reason, and I was like, why does it always have to be like a character that holds the sword, like whatever weapon that's thrown at this person, there's like this wind that blows with it. I don't know, that's like my thing. I was like, why does, and this like light and everything, I was like, why? So story wise, the two characters, Pei Yan and Wei Zhao, they're both using Jiang Ci, because they need her in some way and sort of using her. I don't like that part. First off, Pei Yan. So when you first see his character, you're like, oh, he's such a nice and gentle character, and he takes care of Jiang Si and everything. And you're just like, oh, he's such a good character. But then you find out he's a bit creepy in some way. First off, because he wants to find who this assassination, like who this thief, this person is, he sort of like uses Jiang Si and like have her like sort of be in these like really dangerous situations, and he doesn't come out till the last minute. What? And then secondly, he says that he wants to protect Jiang Si. The only way to protect her is to keep her by his side and all these things, and he wouldn't let her leave, which you see later in the drama, which is very disturbing, and I did not like that part. And then as for Pei Yan, you see that you're like, oh, he's such like a mean character. He stabbed Jiang Si like first. He's like such a mean character and everything like that. But then you find out later that like he's not as creepy and like weird as Pei Yan. So that's all I have to say about that. But then, these two different characters. As for Cui Dage, which you see later in the drama, he knows like he's like an expert in like Chinese medicine and everything, and so for him in some way when he saw Jiang Si, like I feel like for me when I saw him, like how he acts towards her is sort of like she's his sister and she obviously treats him as her brother as well, and they're very like I feel like he admires her or in some way. I feel that's the feeling that I got, and I'm really happy that he's playing a character that's like, because in previous roles, if you've seen him in previous like roles, he's always the character that's sort of like a triangle love and everything, but this time he plays like a person that gets to with the female lead, they have a not like this triangle love relationship. It's more like, we're good friends and I treat you as my sister and all these things. I was like, this is amazing. I'm really happy that his role is like this time. I'm looking forward to really how Wei Dao like proves his like father's innocence and all these things from the past, and seeing like, the bad guys hopefully get the ending that they deserve. But based on the promotions, like the stuff that Ren Jialun and them they've done for the drama, one thing is that because it's based off of a novel, this drama, and the ending for Pei Yan is not a happy ending. And so I was like, oh man, no, not again. Because if you watch Zhou Ru Gu, Zhou Shen doesn't have a happy ending. And this time, this character doesn't have a happy ending. I was like, why? So that's one thing, okay. And then another thing is, I think, like, to see who Jiang Si is. Like, you find out, like, who she is and everything. That's really interesting for her story as well. Okay. If you like videos like this, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!